Welcome to phdu. Today we are going to review our 3 best photos of 2017. So the first photo that I took is of a building in Southern Cross Station. It was when I understood what lighting was, and it's taken on film, and so I used like my knowledge about aperture and shutter speed and all that kind of stuff to have the whites as whites and the black as blacks, and have like the highlights and the shadows and stuff. And so I think it all falls really nicely on the photo.
My photo in the third spot is a photo that I took whilst I always went for a walk. Sometimes I just go out for a walk with my camera and just see what I can go down new street, see what's down there. And this photo was taken just around the corner from my house. I just liked the shapes and the light that was falling onto this construction of a house. It's nothing special, but I just see it as one of the more intriguing and interesting photos to look at.
So the number 2 spot was a photo that I took in Brunswick with Josh when we did our color video. I took a photo just straight on of the orange against the blue, and I'm gonna have the orange in the left there. And I really like this again because the lighting is really nice, and I also like it because of the tone of colors that I used with the red against the blue and how I did that in post. And also I like how the background is very rigid and straight, while there's a lot of lines and curves in how I'm posed and how everything just kind of falls.
The photo in the number 2 spot was actually from our industrial video that we made. So we have a scene here. It's not going to be the most compositionally great or anything. I just think it's interesting to take a photo of. Where I got Maddie to lie down on a trolley. I just liked the scene in general. Although it's not like a real scene, it's a fake scene that was created by me and placing Maddie. But I just like that you can look at it and you have to think about what's going on. It's not so much for anything else, but just the story behind the photo.
So for the number 1 spot was a shot that I took before we started doing all of this phdu. Was a shot of myself that I created in Photoshop. It's a self-portrait of me with a background that I took off of Google Images. I'm not sure whose photo it is, but it's a really good shot. And I kind of taught myself how to do this and how to double expose it and all that kind of stuff. And it took a long time to do, but I think it was worth it.
The photo on my number 1 spot, we didn't make a video about this because it was before we started phdu. I get off a train, we're in Italy. We walk out, and to our right there's Mount Vesuvius, and on Mount Vesuvius there's all this smoke. Some fire. You can see the smoke from over there.
Where?
Just back there. It was one of those moments where you go, I'm not going to have another opportunity like this soon or ever again to be able to capture Mount Vesuvius on fire. So I took some photos, but then later that night we went down to the beach and we walked along some rocks, and there was a really nice composition of rocks and the Mount Vesuvius in the background, and there was a guy standing there. When I took it, I'm like, yeah, that's probably the best photo I've ever taken, just because it was, once again, just interesting just to look at in general. You know, there's this guy standing here watching the fires happening on Mount Vesuvius. There's nothing you can do about it. I also think it makes a great photo because I had the time to compose it properly, have the rocks halfway through the image with the guy standing in the right third. To me, I think it's one of the best photos I've taken, but I hope it's not the best photo I will ever take. I hope there's many more.